chosen ones, empaths, too many of us chosen ones and empaths look down on ourselves and don't think value of ourselves. We allow what the narcissist done to us to stain us. We allow social media to make us not know our value, constantly comparing ourselves to other people and other situations, right? But it's not the case, right? You are high value and you provided grade A supply to the narcissist, right? You're a grade A supply. You love them. You cared for them. You done everything you possibly could for them, right? And the thing is they got used to the way that you used to give them the supply. They got used to that. You got used to them, right? Exactly. Well, it's the same as they got used to you, right? We got used to having them around. We got comfortable with them. It's the same as they when they're obtaining your supply. And if you know you gave the best that you could, right? I don't want you to doubt yourself now. Don't doubt yourself, right? You know you provided a potent supply to the narcissist, then the narcissist isn't going to find his supply elsewhere. Like, you know, lifespan of relationship doesn't dictate how much effect this has on the narcissist. As I said, you could be with them a shorter period of time, but the impact you had in the relationship, they can still be caught up with you after they've moved on from numerous partner to numerous partner to numerous partner. Okay? They grow accustomed to your supply. The problem we face is so many of us look down at ourselves and feel like the narcissist has gone with someone better. They've gone with someone new. And we play into that whole dynamic when you don't need to compare anything with anyone else because you're unique. And there's only a certain supply source that comes from you as a person. This is what a narcissist has to deal with. If they're a narcissist, then they are drawn to supply. So whatever supply gives to them, what your supply does to them, this is how they function in their lives. And they could function when they had your supply. So regardless if you've been discarded or you cut them off, they grew accustomed through the time you was together to the way that you used to do things. And they bring this over into other relationships. They expect the future partner to do how the other one did. And they bring these traits from the other person and try and instill them into the new person. As I made a video yesterday about how they look for you in other suppliers, this is exactly what they do. They try to make the new supplier like you, and it doesn't work. They've grown accustomed to how you were, and if you know what you're worth, right, in God's eyes or the universe, to the universe, you'll understand the supply that you gave to them. There's no time for insecurities now. There's no time for self-doubt or anything like that. There's one thing I know you can be sure about. Regardless of color, religion, whatever, right? You know you provided love to a potent supply in a potent way, which formed a potent supply. You know you done this. They're used to you. They're used to the way you do things. It's a catch-22 situation for the narcissist. The narcissist doesn't just come along, meet people, and doesn't actually bond with them. They form bonds based upon supply. They form these bonds. And you're at your level dependent upon the supply. So in the eyes of the narcissist, dependent upon the supply that you offer, that's your level. And I know us as empaths and chosen ones got into these relationships and loved wholeheartedly. We give wholeheartedly to our friends. We give wholeheartedly. This is so potent. And this is why all of us, or most of us, or you're going to have one in the future, have experienced hoovers of some kind from the narcissist. Because the narcissist plasters us as the worst thing ever. After a discard or after you cut them off, they plaster you, to all their flying monkeys, you're the worst thing in the world. And the thing is, they find themselves further down the line realizing this, and they don't know their way back to you. So their way back will be a message or something on social media. It will be something small. Seems small, but it's a large step for them, because they've made out we was whatever, or devalued us to the point of whatever. So that's why I say, all of you collectively need to know your worth. And if you know your worth, you can find yourself going into another relationship seeking fulfillment. And I don't believe we find fulfillment in other relationships straight after the narcissist. I'm against that. I think we're just trying to look for another person to heal through. I don't think we're actually prepared to partake in a relationship straight after when we're with a narcissist. I think you need to do a lot of introspection and healing. And you get to that point, when you basically, you don't care for the narcissist at all. It gets eliminated from your body, eliminated from everything. But these lot will always remember you and for what you did. And that's why we hear of Hoover's crazy numbers in the past, into the future. We hear crazy numbers. That's what I meant to say. We hear crazy numbers of Hoovers that have happened after 20 years or whatever like that. Okay? And the reason we hear this is because the narcissist never forgets us. We've grown indifferent. We've become like we don't care. We feel stronger now. And the narcissist is still accustomed to our supply. And they're out there trying to convert energy sources to appease them in a way that we used to do it, just naturally. They're very accustomed to your supply. They depend on your supply. They want your supply back. And them knowing that you don't care anymore and that you've moved on with your life and you don't care about them in any way. I'm not saying you wish death upon them, but you don't care. This is basically the place where you need to be at, where you just don't care what they do. You don't check their social media. You don't know where they are. You don't care where they are. You don't care who they sleep with. And you've totally broken free from the chains of the narcissist. And you just don't care. Because you know, and you've been given enough evidence to see that if you do not doubt yourself and you do not fill yourself with self-hatred and put yourself down and compare yourself to other people, you will see your value. More precious than rubies and diamonds and all of that. The love that you possess, the care that you possess is more precious than all of that. And you provided a potent supply for the narcissist that the narcissist won't get over. You can see narcissists, they go in many relationships afterwards, or you see them level and they level off with someone for a long period of time, but you still get those Hoovers. They're weirdos. They literally are proper dusty weirdos that are preoccupied with you long into the future. By the time you've healed, by the time you've departed, by the time you've cut cords, by the time you've healed the trauma bond, these lot are still caught up on you and what you gave them. And they will never find anything like this again in life. And all of this if you believe there's someone better out there for them, even for their needs, for the better of themselves. A lot of us were in their lives for the better of themselves as well. We had the best intentions for their life. They don't often receive this with other supply. You see how we wish for the betterment of their life. They come around people like them that don't want them in a nice place and aren't straight up people, aren't good, honest people. And they want to manipulate them as well, you know, and they'll find themselves in some real tragic relationships after us too, you know. This is the thing. Not everyone wants the better for mankind. Not everyone wants better for their brother or sister. So this is what happens out there when they go out into the world away from us. So for whatever time frame you were together, remember, trust me, they remember that. It's stored deeply embedded in their consciousness. And it's something that was pure to them. And they desire that back. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find a link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find a link in the description box. Currently, I've got the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.